Good evening all, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello Bradley, how are you doing? Welcome. Second stream of the day. What am I up to, eh? Wow. Just let me finish just adding the little bits I need to do for the Good evening all, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Adverts. Adverts? The update, sorry. Yeah, we're going to be talking 805. I've just watched the Dovetail stream. Why am I moving my hands about? Okay, so yeah, I've just watched the Dovetail stream. I'm liking it, but a couple of well, I'd say probably one disappointment thing for me, really. But we'll discuss that in a minute. I've just got to do a quick get all the links in and everything, which I've done most of the setup already. This is the good thing with streaming from PC. You can just set all the links and everything, and that's the good thing. And that's what I like, to be honest. But then I just realised I've done something and I really shouldn't have put that on there. There we go, there's that one, and we'll go and dump that one in the creative feed. Creative feed there, boom. Oh. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll do it on that one. So I just need to put that on there. Control C. Ooh, hello, let's try again. Control C. Boom. That should be on Discord. And on Facebook. Oh, excuse me. I've just rushed to quickly grab the drink. Train Sim community. I'm sure I had another Train Sim group here, and I can't remember where it is. No worries, we'll just cross post it to there. And one of them onto Train Sim community, we'll drop it on the thing. I can. Is that the stream? Yeah, that is the stream. I can stream health. I can use that. That's good. So I think we're fine with everything. Right, okay, so we are going to be running on the West Coast Mainline. So yeah, we're here. Yes, awesome. The screen might go blank in a second for some strange reason. Sometimes it doesn't. I've got to figure out how the controller takes over the mouse, and sometimes the stream screen will go blank. So yeah, how are you doing, Bradley? Anyway, I hope you are fine, sir, because I hope they've sorted your back out. To be honest, don't forget to hit the like button on the old streamer Rooney. What have I got on here which I don't need? WhatsApp's open. Let's close that. And Spotify. Why is Spotify open? Oops, let's close Spotify. I think that's good. Right, we're fine. So yeah, so let's choose a route. Well, let's do West Coast Mainline. We'll do a service from West Coast Mainline. If I can find it. West Coast Mainline. Why is that doing that? There we go. Where's West Coast Mainline stuff? There we go. I think it's just catching up. They're just going blank every now and then, so I don't know why. I've got to figure out why that is. So we're going to do the timetable. We'll do the cargo line nuclear. That is shown as live, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's because I was going down to the window thing. So I'm turning off Discord as well. So it may go blind. It may go what you call it as well. Shall we do? We're going to do a couple of services. So yeah, we'll do Euston, Milton, Keynes job. London, Euston, Manchester, Piccadilly. We're going to do that one. If the stream, can you let me know if the stream on your end's going blank? On my screen on YouTube, it is going blank. It's basically because oh my god, that's what I've got. I've got that, Bradley. Costochondritis, Tichys syndrome. Yes, it's basically cartilage. For me, it's cartilage in your rib cage. It's swollen up, and it absolutely kills. Oh my god. That's what I have. I have that. I've had it for about 15 years now. But we're going to do one Harry 10 London Euston and Manchester Piccadilly. We're going to do that one in the pen day. I'm going to leave dynamic weather off. I'm going to make it a little bit cloudy. Been very windy down here today. And I'm just going to leave it a little bit moist. Let's hope it doesn't crash. So I'm going to be on here for a couple of hours, probably till about 11, half 11, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna just chat. The 805. What did you think of the service? What do you think of the stream? If you watched it, hi Nick, how you doing? So, named after intercordial muscles. Yes. He's crazy. He's crazy. It's crazy. It's weird. It's quite painful because you think sometimes you can't breathe. It hurts when you breathe and you think you're having a heart attack. It's not though. Yeah, it's horrible. It really is horrible. I can tell you that now. It is absolutely horrible. Right, sitting here. This is so easier to do it this way. Where is it? AWS on. Yeah, I take the proxin, but I also have to take a thing that makes lines my stomach as well, because the proxin is pretty horrible to deal with. It's one of these ones that what? Put the key in your donut. It's an awful thing. Horrible thing. And exterior lights off. Scared the shit. Yeah. No, I fully understand what you mean, mate. Because I've been to hospital 5 or 6 times with it. It is horrible. It is a horrible thing to have. Do you have to go back for follow-up or your doctor? Because I didn't. That's the weird thing. I didn't have to have follow-up stuff. Hi Southeastern, how you doing? Nick, I will pick up the 85 for layers and the odd service or two, but I would rather drive the Pennine or the Coast Mainline. I don't know, to be honest. I did like the stream. The thing that's left me the bittersweet in the mouth is we're 10 services. It's only 10 services. It's not 430 odd. Still over a month later, we're still waiting for them to come onto the console. I don't know if it's on the PS on the Xbox, but we're waiting for those on the PS5. No follow up, no. Okay, so they will make your doctor aware. Hi Sam, how you doing? Welcome to stream. Yes, I'm on that for your arthritis, and you do have to have something. Not as imazaropol, that's something else. That's diabetes related. Yeah, I know what it is. Begins with E, which I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I've been on that as well for a while. So lock the doors, and we'll crack on. F3, we're going to bring up the thingy as well. So let me do a departure. Let's do a departure from. Well, this is the longest platform, isn't it? So don't usually run from here, do we? This platform. Let's do it from here. Then we're going to go into a Birmingham Crewe sort thingy. Hi Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. So, unannounced completely, I did have, and this isn't it, I did get the key for early access for the 805. I haven't downloaded it yet, so it's one thing I'm sorting stuff out tomorrow afternoon, so I'll be looking at them both tomorrow, on the PlayStation and on the PC. So I will be installing them on both thingies, but when I come to do my live streams, I will not be showing them until I think it's Monday. What's the paperwork? What's the paperwork here? Good. Thought you'd have a look. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Launch date is Tuesday 27th, so 26th of January is when the ambassadors will release content or go live. So I guess I'll be going live on Thursday then. Thursday? No, Monday. I'm a little bit fast. So yeah, we're going to be chatting about the 805. I'm not showing it because I'm not allowed to until Monday. That's when the embargo's lifted. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Since the Xbox sale was coming to an end, you scored yourself another £5 voucher. You treated yourself to Semmering Barn. Do you like the story? Semmering Barn's alright. Oh, it's 378, look. Look at that. It's not very often you see a 378 on here. So just to say as well that if this does crash, the live stream will still be on, and I will be just load the game back in. I'm not sure at the moment. We're going to do 350 service. We're also going to do a London Underground service as well, probably a London Overground service. So hopefully do about 4 or 5 timetables on the different routes. Last time you drove this line was in the 92 from Rugby to Euston. We do need a class 92. We may even get to do a freight from Birmingham as well. So yeah, Birmingham Crewe. I forgot. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with, caller. Bear with.
Mind the gap.
Who's just WhatsApped me? Right. You can probably hear me typing. I am doing a poll. I'm trying to currently keep the cable out of the way. Yes. Right, so I'm going to produce a poll, and I can't spell, and you thought Harry was bad. Thoughts on the Class 805, will you buy it? Yes, no, or not sure? Poll's just been started. Sorry about that. Where are we? Back. Oh. I don't even know where I can see anything. Oh, there we go. It's when the mouse decides to put, it's going to put everywhere. The screen will go blank, I'm sorry, but there's not much I can do about it. I don't know why it does that. It's just where I'm switching between apps. Matt's verdict on the 805. Okay to look at, good job done on it to be fair, but it's just another boring plastics to operate. Yeah, but the weird thing is though, everyone was going on and on about asking for the AT300 trains, which was, you know, the 800, the 802, the 801, and now we're getting them. Oh, we don't want any more of that. Do you know what I mean? It's the same way everyone wanted a West Coast Mainline route. You know, now we're getting them. Oh god, not another West Coast Mainline route. You know, and it's horses for courses, really. And you can't, you know, you can't really please everyone in what they want. Everyone wants something completely different. You know, yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, 92 would be great, definitely. Yeah, 92 was a better purpose than just sleeper, being able to do freight, which I believe would have layers on Midway and possibly Southeastern Highspeed to Ashford. Yes, because they'll be going from Dolan's Moor. You can run them through Ashford as intermodal services down to Dolan's Moor with the international wagons if they ever did them. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of international freight that comes through now, to be honest. You never know, they could, you know, the thing is, it's like, I noticed that, and it wasn't even asked in the Q&A as far as I'm aware. The old Vern asked about what is the process of the lamp oil and the choosing of the 805, you know, this lamp oil procedure they do. Well, this is the lamp oil procedure that Dovetail do. I don't think it applies to the third party creations. They create what they want, and to be honest, I don't see a problem with that. So nah, you're not going to buy it? Yeah, you'll buy it. It's not scenic enough, is it? Oh, did I say that? Game is a business. There's a lot of people that don't know the older days yet, so it makes sense to probably buy it to fill out the modern West Coast Mainline with something else. Yeah. And again, there is someone also saying about the Class 90 itself not being included, but the guy, GBRF on this, 792, I believe. Don't think that's one of mine. The reason why the 90 isn't included, a bit like the same as I believe now the cargo line 20s, is because this 805 was in production and the timetable was being done, they were still in testing and development. So yeah, so that's why they've not been added to the timetable, which I can completely understand. You love old stuff, you like some new stuff, you like Stranger types, except the calf shit and 700s. I don't mind them. Oh, Freightliner job in there as well. We're being honoured today with a bit of Freightliner. Is the sound okay? I'm kind of thinking that the sound is okay. To be honest, as booked. Oh, ONE on an intermodal. I think, to be honest, they've got to cater for everyone, and while they're catering for some people, people are getting despondent and upset because they're not catering for what other people want. So 95% of the posts from negative, well, I'd say 75% of the posts from negative people are basically because it's not what they want. 90 is 100% a day one purchase. Oh, definitely. Hi Kebepi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. If I don't see your comment, just comment again. I'm putting my screen over the other side a minute, so I can look at the screen and then look at the comments at the same time. Because my screen was on the right hand side, no, left hand side. I've now moved it on the arm across onto the right hand side. I can swivel it. Yeah, I think the majority of it is that it's not what people want. You know, the majority of the people that are showing off are saying, "Oh, another Hitachi IET." Well, they don't want an IET, and they come up with something like, "Oh, let's have a 730" or something like that. classic damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd love to, you know, I'm going to, and Bradley's going to go as booked. Even before I say it, you know, most people on here, most of my guys who watch me, they want me, you know, no, don't, I want to say it. I'd love to have Eastleigh to Poole. It's got a great lot of freight in there that you can have, because most of the freight, not all of it, but most of the freight stops at Eastleigh for driver change. Most of the intermodal freight, some of the aggregate stuff just goes straight through. Some other freight as well, like the military stuff from Marchwood off to Didcot or to and from Marchwood will actually stop for driver change. So, yeah. Good afternoon, good evening there, Dave. How are you? You just watched a preview stream from Dovetail, and you're buying next Tuesday. Awesome. That's good. That's good. I mean, I know there's going to be people that won't like it or don't like it. You know, like I said, horses for courses. You're not going to please everyone. You used to buy everything until the day they ditched the achievements. Now you just buy what you want, all UK and USA, and the other routes when in a sale. I've run out of things to do. Well, I've unfortunately, you know, sometimes as an ambassador, it can be a bit of a poison chalice. Oh my god, just moved the mouse. There we go. Head on a swivel. And unfortunately, certain things happen, and I think with Train Sim World 6 came along, there was an early bug, and it cocked up my PlayStation save, so I've had to restart. I was on level 1,200 and something, and I've had to restart it all over again. I'm about level 50 or 60 now, level 37 or 38 on the PC. So yeah, you're trying to set up an attempt at making Winchester to Poole route in TSW, but editor crashes every time you try loading. LiDAR, shit PC probably. Yeah, oh my god. I mean, it would probably do this, but I vowed when I stopped working on the route in trains for Waterloo, for Poole to Waterloo, I vowed never to do route creation again, because it just drags you down. That's the annoying thing. It just dragged me down, and there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, I already had Eastleigh, Southampton, Winchester to Southampton Parkway. Oh, actually, Micheldever to Southampton Parkway." And you know, there's just a lot of people saying, "Oh, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I try this? Can I try that?" And I'm just like, no. Plus, I was also beta testing for All-Ran as well. So, yeah. No Eastleigh's Poole. Good evening there, Carl. How are you, sir? Are you on stuff to take now, Bradley, by the way? So yeah, going back to this lamp oil thing, there's someone complaining like, oh, Vern, Grumpy Vern, Old Vern, whatever his name is. I know Old Vern from Trains days, and he was saying, what was Dovetail's process, or lamp oil process, in having the 805 included for Train Sim World? They've not given you anything, mate. Really? I'd definitely speak to your doctor then. Me Paul Redding in the 90s. Oh, God, yeah, get 47s out of the Wessex Scot with low 12, yeah, low 12, 33 ones, reps and TCs. Oh, hell yeah, and 73s. Hell yeah, I'll give that man a promotion. Tired and achy. Oh god, yeah, 12-hour day, isn't it? Ouchie. Just changed the iPad. Hello, hi Kabepi again. Yeah, so he was going on about what was Dovetail's lamp oil process for the 805, and I'm like, it's third party, not Dovetail, so third party, they can do what they want. Door. Old Vern's doorknob jockey. Without the door. I mean, you know, I kind of understand where he's coming from in some respect, but he's going on about lamp oil, which isn't a process for third parties, and this is third party, so they can do what they want, to be honest. And I don't think he's aware of that. I mean, the other thing that, in truth, it kind of annoys me. Okay, yeah, this is a third party doing it, mind, and they do what they want. Go away, Siri. They kind of do what they want, and they've managed to we've got Southeastern Highspeed, and now we've got Medway coming. You know, and it's just like, but what about Southwestern Railway, Southwest Trains, Waterloo to Weymouth, Waterloo to Poole? Or, you know what they'll do, Waterloo to Salisbury. They'll do Waterloo to Portsmouth. That's what they'll do, Waterloo to Portsmouth. From, you leave basically Woking or Haslemere, well, basically, you get down to Guildford, it's boring as hell. Can you walk through the tunnels on Southeastern High Speed? I'm not entirely sure, sir. You may want to try it, but do it in the dead of night or where there's no static trains. Or with just a normal sandbox, nothing running timetable. We already have direct line in Trenching Classic, so I would much prefer the actual Southwest Mainline first. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. But we also, you know, we have. If they do it, they'll probably do just St Denis to Bournemouth. Perhaps. You know, which I mean, to be honest, you stop at Bournemouth, so why not go down? Just not include the extra 4 miles to Poole. 2 stations and a bloody depot. Isle of Wight not good enough. No, it's not. Hi Ian, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You think they should also give the East Coast Main Line some attention? And which line route will the 90 be on, or is it just the engine? The 90 will be on, I believe it is the West Coast Main Line, so yet another timetable for the West Coast Main Line. I'm currently going to have about 4 or 5 with the inclusion of the 90, because we got the 3 cargo lines, aggregates, intermodal, nuclear. This timetable, I think aggregates comes as part of the. Well, I don't know. We'll have a look in a minute. It's 5.75 miles exactly. Yeah. Extra just under 6 miles. Make it 7, so you go down to Hamworthy Goods. So there's a chance of getting freight trains down to Hamworthy Branch, which we know is never going to happen at the moment, the way things are going. Although Network Rail said they are keeping the branch line up to spec. Oh, the original Tomcat. Yeah, but they turned around and said the reason why it's not on the 805 timetable is because it's still in development. And you know, that's entirely up to them. If Alan Thompson wants to take a copy of the 805 timetable, or for this one, or for Birmingham Crewe, he can, and he can add services into it. That's entirely up to him. But will he want to do that? Probably not. So yeah, it's the reasoning because it's all still in testing. I think that's why the Cargo Line 20 isn't in there either. So yeah, to a respect, I can understand that. Separate operator on real time. So you're not attempting to separate from the Isle of Wight counted as separate operator. It is part of. It is actually part of Southeastern Railway. It is actually owned by Southeastern Railway, so yeah. Regardless of what real-time train says. Well, you have an Xbox nowadays, and you don't mind less freight because of the 805. Kieran gave the impression they would try to make a better in the future. I think he said they are working on the up. Did I just hit the horn? I did. Kieran did say that they are working on it, on the Xbox for getting it sorted. Whether they've lost the 10 freight trains. This is why I wanted to make sure they'd say something about the PS5, and I'm thanking Matt for actually answering it, because Harry was doing her thing and boom, you know. Matt did say about the question that I asked. Don't tell Trump it's an island, he'll want it. Yeah, he can go off. Dumbass orange American. Overall, I quite enjoyed the stream. Soured a bit because of the services again. Again, console. Not wrong with the consoles, but because of a problem, we're missing out on services. About 10, I believe. Which also affects the PS5 as well as the Series X and S. Like Kieran did say that they're going to be looking at it. So yeah, we just got to wait and see. I'm still not happy because I've not streamed Heilbronn to Stuttgart route, basically because we're still short on those services. Will I be getting mods on the PC version? To be honest, probably not. Because, for the simple reason, I get the... I do a lot of the streaming for the... well, I'm not allowed... No, I won't say I'm not allowed. Yeah, no, I will say I'm not allowed to stream preview streams. Oh, Bradley, that's your machine. I'm not allowed to stream preview streams for the on the PlayStation for new content because I can do streams on the day. Reduce timetable to reduce boogaloo. Good evening, GWR Photography. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so basically what it is because sometimes the console stuff isn't updated until the night before the release day. I get a key for the console for PlayStation 5 because I don't have an Xbox and a PC. The PC is literally can be updated 5 or 6 times, up to 5 or 6 times a day or more, if possible. So they will allow me to stream on the PC. I can make content, which I can do. This is why I can stream now on the PC. Thank you, Train Simulator Driver. You are a godsend. I really owe him more beer. So I can stream. Like I said, I've got the keys already for the 805 for the PC and the PlayStation. I can create content on the PC for Monday afternoon or Monday during the daytime, and I can go live Monday after 10 AM or at 10 AM. On the PlayStation, I will have to wait, although quite possibly there won't be a download or an update to the 805 on the PlayStation. I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it tomorrow. But sometimes there is an update and I'll be playing something on the Monday night and it will say while you were gone or while you were busy, PS5 it downloaded, updated and installed a patch for Train Sim World, like the timetable or whatever, the DLC, an updated version of it. That's the one that's gone live. We might not even do that until the morning of the release. So that's why I can't. If there's a problem with the PS5 version or the Xbox version, that's why I can't really show stuff on the PS5 anymore. This is what the problem was with Hellbron Stuttgart. I asked on the Friday, before they all went off, before the release on the Tuesday, if the services were correct on the PlayStation as to what they were on the PC. I had less services or less layers on the PC because I don't have all the German routes at the moment than what I did on the PlayStation, but I had more services on the PC than what I did on the PlayStation because we know we're missing 433 services from one of the electric units. Now to fix that I had to delete a route, which I'm not prepared to do. Shouldn't have to do that. They have to fix it. This is one reason why I've not previewed or driven that route on my... I think I drove it on PC version, which I'm willing to do, but I will not do the PlayStation version until it's fixed. And I've told them that. I'm kind of hoping that the next patch that's coming up, it will be looked at. And it will be sorted. Yeah, it's a class 423 unit. That should have brought up a AWS. That did slow down a lot. There we go. It was slow down. I cooked some sausages for tea tonight, and all I can smell is sausages. It's about 433, something like that. S-Bahn services then, yeah. That ain't rocket science. I don't know what it is. There's something that's not right, and yeah, they are looking for it, or looking at it, looking into it, and hopefully dealing with it. I was supposed to ask in the stream tonight, but it's a 8:05 stream, not a thingy, so I'll ask in the thingy. Route's dead, Pete can't find it. It's not so much that it's dead, it's the fact that people are being sold stuff where the PC, and they're paying for the same amount as what the PC gets. And it's wrong. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the German routes, so it would be great, and the route does look nice. It would be great to actually be able to play with a full timetable on there. Right, next route we're going to do is Birmingham, Crewe. We're going to do that in a no, not a Pendolino. Oh, I don't know what we're doing. The price should be reduced if you're if you're not getting the full package. No, exactly, but they won't. This is what happened with Frankfurt Folder, Frankfurt S-Bahn, wasn't it? I've got to remove that in a minute. About 4 yard stop. While that is downloading, where's the options? There we go. Settings. Hidden gameplay, isn't it? It's stop marker off. Apply. Back. There we go. We've got more chance of Dovetail releasing a bug-free DLC than that happening. Yeah. No, we are getting the full package when they can be bothered fixing it 2 months later. It ain't good enough. No, don't get me wrong, it's not good enough. I don't think it is. Yeah, I know we've had Christmas in between. I just feel it shouldn't be right. It shouldn't be done like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. So I'm just putting a link into the it's that one. Copy. The other thing as well is that I made the decision as well, and I will make a note of this. I will announce this on the members and on YouTube as well. The members only streams will be members only for 6 months. That includes, well, when mainly that will apply to a degree to the Trains in World streams. When the streams, like for construction sim, when I've done the what you call it, DLC on the construction sim, the for members. Oh man, what's it called? The Spaceport DLC for Construction Sim, that's going to go after that series is finished. So when that series is finished, a month after it's finished, then basically that will go from members to public. But Train Sim World Streams will go 6 months, and then it's going to go members only 6 months, then it's going to go to thingy. Reasoning being is that I don't think that I'm going to get a lot of members in that 6 month period that will sit there and watch every single Train Sim World Stream on members, which you're looking at in a 6 month period, possibly 12, 24 streams, something like that. So, yeah. What you would like is a route where you have changeover diesel overhead, like halfway as you change power, Southeastern Highspeed. At least you have AI 805 doing it at Crewe, if you heard it right. I believe that's correct, yeah. Where it goes off to Chesterfield, or Chester. That French CGV is power change by AC/DC overhead. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of people struggle with that. Not just me. I kind of think that's a fair thing, to be honest. Because otherwise, I think the Train Sim World Streams will sit there, and if I don't get new members, they're just going to sit there. Do you know what I mean? Not get views. Also, the Morristown line has overhead diesel changeovers on the LP4. Yeah, well, I've got to learn how to do that properly. I've got to watch Bradley's tutorials. Hopefully, he's done them. So I will announce that in the stream. No, in Discord tomorrow, and on YouTube as well. There'll be probably people that won't like it, but I think it's fair. It's either that or they could go for a year. You know, you always mess up the TGV power change. Don't play it often enough, but yeah, you're not the only one there. What's the 87? Oh. Have I done this one? It doesn't bother you. No, that's fine. Okay. You've managed to get along with the TGV power change. I can do it, but it's a bit of a flaff about. Shall we do that? Not do fog. I'm going to leave the cloud level. Make it a bit windy. Do the 86. I quite like driving the 86, to be honest. Just a shame they haven't done an updated version so it has GSMR on it, but you know, it is what it is. So I could do Train Sim World, you know, for either a year or 6 months. I think 6 months is longer enough, to be honest. But oh, it's an 87. Okay, 87 tour. Right, we've got to go in here, haven't we? Got to switch this on. Do the AWS. Hi, British Rail fan. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, hello. What is it? Flip MCB, drop pan switch, power source. You're asking me? I can't hardly do it. I don't know. It's kind of similar to the 395, to be honest. Wait until 11:37. We've got time then. Gives us enough time to set the train up. Switch her on first. Now I've got to find those bloody lights. Tony, use the bloody mouse, you donut. So in theory, there we go. What are my thoughts on the 805 pack? I think it's okay. Price wise, City of Manchester. Let's turn her down a minute. I love this cracked platform as well. What the hell? I love this cracked platform size. City of Manchester 8007. 007. Right. I think it's all right. The price, I think people are gonna. Spew at the price. Hi Phyllis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Proper traction. Oh, definitely proper traction. We're going to try making a route. I might see if I can produce the Livingston branch line as a test, then upload it to the community. Yeah, just take your time when you do it, mate. You like the old British and German stock. Oh, clonk engines. Like this one and the DVBR 146. Yeah, they're nice. I do quite like the 805 by the looks of it. It looks alright. Yeah, it's another Hitachi AT300 series, but people, you know, we're asking for them. The price is going to make people spit in their tea, I believe, or beverage of choice. What's the speed out? 60. No, 20. You can do that. Did I just... Oh, okay. You know, people are complaining about it and everything, but you know, it costs money to produce stuff, to make stuff. People won't pay it. Dovetail need to be paid as well. Dovetail are a business. Mark 3s. I don't know if there's a local on this. Oh, there is. Oh, I can't believe they've not done that. I cannot. I think I've done this before and I've stopped the train. There we go. It's running dead. It should not have that pantograph up. Yeah, it is the TSW community. Oh, I made a good fair old comment on Train Sim community last night. Someone was saying about the price. Oh, it shouldn't be priced at $15.99. It should be more priced like $4.99. I'm just like, that's a comment from someone that doesn't like the price, obviously, and they have no fucking clue about how things are done. And I put down, I think I said something about, you can tell the moaners are that about they're moaning about the price, saying, oh, it should be priced at this, blah blah blah. They have absolutely no clue on justifying on how to create content, and how it gets priced and everything. Through Ruhr. Freight liner depot there. Nothing there. A bit moist. Can't go on the air by signal. Come on, let's go, let's go. In the red. It's a good point you make with the £15 a pop. If they sell 1,000 downloads, that's 15k. How much do Oldenburg get from that after GCG take their share? Avanti have a bit for licensing, the logos, etc. Yeah, someone has to have their bit. They all take their bit and share. I think it also costs to host stuff on Xbox and PlayStation stores, so yeah. Nothing's cheap these days, you know? It is now, yeah. Go buy yourself a skin for Call of Duty, you know? Go buy yourself this or that for Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever. Then complain about having to pay for it. It's like I've always said that if I was not an ambassador, then I would be making choices on what routes I would download, what DLC I would download. And there'd be some UK stuff that I would not download. There'll be a lot of German stuff I wouldn't download. Most of the American stuff I wouldn't touch. So, yeah. I can consider myself lucky and privileged. But at the end of the day, I'd rather give up being an ambassador and have a job. And yeah. Not that being an ambassador and having a job clashes or anything, it doesn't. But it's just the fact I'd give my right arm to get a job at the moment. Some of you may not be aware, I did work at Amazon since October. And that was a fixed term contract till January. My fixed term is over. Now I'm out of work again. So I applied for a job on Monday, already got turned down. So that's 35 job applications, 34 of them have been turned down or not heard from. You play more for a plane? Yes, you do. You play more for a plane than Microsoft Flight Sim. You look at it from the perspective, if I wasn't playing a £15 DLC for many hours, I'd be down the pub costing about £10 in beer per hour. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got to stop at Wolverhampton. Okay. I don't know if Pete's here, but we're going to be doing Class 66 on Great Western. No, not Great Western. What's that thing called? West Coast Mainline South. Hi Ross, how you doing? You like TSW? You really do, but you prefer the likes of farming sim because of the career tycoon aspect it has with money and business. Yeah, I totally understand, but what you got to remember, this is not the same as farming sim. Farming sim is basically you there to make money. Hello, what have we got here? This is basically you're here to drive trains, to give you the experience under a simulation of what it's like to drive a train. Farming sim is the same with in respect with learning how to drive, farming equipment, everything like that. But it doesn't take 2 weeks to grow stuff and harvest it. You know. So yeah, I see what you mean, but I understand, because I play Farming Sim 25 as well. I haven't played it for a while though. But it's 2 different types of simulation to a degree, because obviously Farming Sim, as you mentioned, is more business orientated as well. You can't do businesses with this. But yeah, I totally get what you mean. It's like I said, anyway, the 805 for me, yeah, looks alright. I'm not being paid by Dovetail to do that. I'm not going to promote it. I'm going to be turning around saying in my streams, it's entirely up to you if you want to buy it. I'm here just to show you this is it. Boom. Remember Train Simulator Driver's price comparison on YouTube? Do you know what? I don't think I've seen it. Don't forget, hit the poll, guys, as well. Not literally, but give the vote. Give the poll a bit of a vote. Oh crap, where am I? You there? Sorry. Screen might go blank. Thoughts on the Class 805? 52% say yes, they'll buy it. 38% say not sure. 10% say no, they won't. And we've had 29 votes, which is fair enough. It may black. The screen may go black now. There we go, and it may go blank again in a couple of seconds as well. Which is where it's going back into the program. I don't know why it does that. We hit the pole. Awesome. You're just going to put it out there. You think it's going to be too expensive, and I don't think £15 is the right price. It's at 15 quid for Island Line 20. Yeah, but that's. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, but the problem being is. I've just seen that comment, by the way, sorry. 3 years, 4 years difference. 4 years difference. Okay? 4 years difference. Cost of living has increased. Okay? Everything goes up apart from your wages. Hellfire. Yes, we're in the 87. £15 for the cost of living ain't price. If you apply the cost of living increase from 2022 to 2026, £15 seems a good deal. Not only that, you're getting a fully basically 5-coach train. You're also getting 2 timetables. One, if I can remember rightly, that has 995 playable services, which is the West Coast Mainline South, which has a total of 2,127, I believe. And Birmingham to Crewe will have 527 playable services and about 1,900 something. So now people have to be paid for their work. Trains and Tycoon makes no sense. No, this is why I think Railroad Tycoon worked, because it was not a train simulation game, it was a tycoon based game. based on building rails across America, I think it was. Sid Meier's Railway Tycoon. I loved that. We're going for the 805 and the coming routes where it's landed, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not going to shout out my head, yeah, I will end up getting them. Advert number 2. Yeah, it insisted on putting adverts in, mate. I don't know why, but I think it puts them in at 12 minutes, or it might be between people. Not much I can do. I tried turning them off, and it won't turn off. There's no option for it. It's greyed out. I think it was because I'd already set it up. Well, I didn't set it up. I basically forgot to change it. So yeah, unfortunately, you're going to get adverts. I do apologise. I think people also have to try and remember, if it's not right for you, if you can't afford it, then just don't buy it. Or I mean, yeah, there's going to be people that say I don't think it is worth it, but these people have to understand how business works. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not having a go about it at you, but I think some people don't. It's no good to say, oh yeah, I understand what they do and that, but I still don't think it's worth it. And if people say that, then when they turn around and say, I understand what they do and everything, you don't understand what they do. Good evening, Railway Man. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Because if you understood what they did and how it works, then you wouldn't be making that statement of it's too expensive. So where does that line go? Oh, it goes down there. Oh, okay, so why don't we ever take that one? Interesting. But we have this conversation most of the time when there's DLC release, and there are people that don't agree with it. That's fair enough. At the end of the day, I'm not going to hate you anymore. I'm not going to not like you or anything. It's your prerogative at the end of the day. If we were all the same, we'd be boring. And I'm just there to show you when I do my streams. At the end of the day, I don't care whether you buy it or not. I'm not there to push you into buying it. Someone asked my opinion, I would say, well, personally, me, I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I would tell you in the stream. But then it's up to you whether you buy it. I'm not pressurising anyone into buying anything. That's not me. I'm not a shill, not a salesman. I'm not employed as a salesman or shill. But I just not. You know, I want to make people aware this is what you get for your money. Oh, good luck with that. You're on nights this week. That's tomorrow night your shift. Oh god. Trying to stay up late in order to tomorrow first ever night shift. And you're a load of lorries. Oh, awesome. Well, enjoy your night shift. If you want any tips, Carl can give you some tips. Kapepi, thanks for popping in, really appreciate it. Sweden, you know, yeah, so you're about 11 o'clock. I'll be on it till about 11:30 anyway. So, yeah. Now, are we going to get a bunch of greens? No, we're getting a... Ah! Yeah, see you later, Kabepi. Take it easy. Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you decide to buy something, that's entirely up to you, because at the end of the day, it's your money. Boom. So yeah, it's your money. You work for it, or you get given it. It's pocket money, whatever. You know, it's your money that you're spending. So, but what I would say is, at the end of the day, see it from the point of how much enjoyment will you get out of it. That's how I see it. I don't mind nights, although I'm knackered by the end of 5 days. It's worse in the summer trying to get to sleep when you get home. Yes, I can understand that. Oh, emergencies. Carl starts nights on Tuesday, then have Wednesday, Thursday night off because you refuse to work on your birthday. I'm exactly the same as well. 7374. Damn. You work on the railways on permanent rates. All nights come round every few weeks. 4444, much easier. Too. So basically the basis of my streams are you get to see what you want to buy it or not. I'll try and do some scenarios, I'll try and do a couple of other things. You wish you'd been able to get some jet rail jobs when you completed the maintenance course. Did that back end of 2024. You missed the 805 stream. What are people's thoughts? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Bit disappointed that it's going to come to console, PS5, Xbox Series X and S with short services. 10 freight services are missing because of problems, which they are working to patch and deal with and get sorted. Yeah, it's another bit of DLC to add to the route, another timetable. So yeah, Bradley missed it too. Bradley, I would definitely ask your doctor if you have to make an appointment to see your doctor. I'd definitely ask him about getting some naproxen or taking something. Did they tell you that you could take Nurofen or paracetamol? Because for me, Nurofen and paracetamol didn't touch it. Naproxen for me, or something else that I had at first, were the only thing that touches it and keeps it at bay. Carl missed it as well. Damn. Tintin, British Ace and Train Simulator driver was there. The 805 does have announcements on Euston, Milton, Keynes timetable. Currently the 390 does not, as far as I'm aware. anyone apart from me see it? I don't know. I think Pete, the guy who hates the 66s, he saw it. But he's not in the stream tonight. Seems as though we're running east, yes. What, no buffet? That's wrong. Why is that again? You missed most of them because of work. Yeah. You missed about 97% of DCG preview streams. .7 miles for Wolverhampton. So I think their 350s also turn up on the Milton Keynes Euston runs as well. This is all aboard 350s, apparently. So what else? The message me in. I'll ask in Discord actually, Bradley. Someone's WhatsApp me. So I will install the key tomorrow, and I will have a look. This is on the PC, this live stream as well. Railway man, what is it you do on railway maintenance driver? I know there's more than just that, but I can't think of off the top of your head. Was a signaller, now a driver. Awesome. So you see both sides of it, which is pretty cool. Oh, sat on my bloody Udi. There. What version of the West Coast Mainline, or what section of the West Coast Mainline are just trains doing? Because I can't remember. Or are they doing a section? They are doing a section, aren't they? That's cool. Was it like a classic signal box that needed to be manned, or was it really mostly digital? Yeah, I ducked when I went under that bridge. Plus the other thing I suppose now we've got coming along is the rail singing noise as well, if we're around here. Missed that one. Oh, it does show up on the stream. I've actually just grabbed a screenshot. Oh, that's it. They're doing Crewe crossing. Okay. Let's start slowing her down a bit. I think I do have another Xbox controller. Feltham Area Signalling Centre, 1970 NX panel. Nice. It's closed about 18 months ago, and it's all in the ROC at Amazing Stoke. Blazing Stoke. Blazing Smoke, as I call it. That's probably got a 60 on it. I've got to say, I do love the detail that they put through on this as well. The trackside detail is pretty impressive. JT are doing Crewe Preston, same as 1986 as Preston Carlisle. That's pretty cool. That's fair enough, mate. I know. I couldn't remember. There's so many bloody versions being done, and I'm just like, ugh. We're all going to be West Coast Mainlined out at some point. Yeah, it's the nice route, isn't it? I think they've done a really, really good version of it, and it'd be interesting to see what the Milton Keynes version to Birmingham is going to be like. Because the other thing is as well, we get Birmingham International as well, which is pretty cool. Railway line, yeah, look. So Simtrack Studios did the scenarios for the 805 on West Coast Mainline timetable. Now Simtrack Studios did the Class 323 thing. What's her name? Not Bessie. Annie? Betty? What's her name? Can't remember. Oh, that fence is a bit high. Can't say fencing well high. I can't remember her name. Annie, isn't it? She's the guard for West Midlands. I don't know. I can't remember her name. Screen's going to go blank in a second. Whoa! Just put that boat down. There you go. Dave. No, she's not called Dave. Or Dave. What's she calling me Dave? I don't drop me. Okay, Dave. Yeah, they did Simtrack Studios, they did the scenarios. There are no extra scenarios on the this route, Birmingham to Crewe. I like it that they've even got the walkway in as well. You got the concrete sleepers up against the wall. Would you just leave him? Simtrack as is in 104 beds. I thought it was the one from, what's her name? They did the 323 thingy. Yeah, it's the 104. It's basically not happening because the guy is not doing it due to personal issues. I think a lot of stuff to deal with. Are we not waiting for this Voyager? St. David's. I think whether you'll be developing routes or you have your own model railway, the trackside scenics near stations are some of the small and cheap that they bring a lot out of the game model. Dean Park Railway. I've just watched his tour of the layout of what he's done. I think it's Dean Park. Scottish guy, absolutely amazing. I've put it. If you haven't seen it, it's in the model railway videos on the Discord channel. It's in there. Absolutely, 42-minute video. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely amazing video of what he's got. And what he's doing. It's really good little model railway. About 25 foot by 12 foot in his loft. And it's true, it is bland without it. There's some guy on the Dovetail forum saying, oh, you know, it's like, for the umpteenth question, when will Great Western Remaster be released? And I put in nice big colourful capital letters, as a bit of a joke, soon, TM. Someone's basically accused me of shouting it off, shouting out, shouting off at them. And he said, you know, you can calm down, he's only asked a question. I said, it's not meant as that, so why are you saying it is? He's a bit of a dickhead, this bloke, anyway. American. He's one of these aforementioned people that moan all the time. That's what I love about the sounds, those rail join sounds. Fantastic. Right, just like Santa, are you off to the North Pole? We're still here when I get back, then we'll jump back in. About 11:30, about another hour. So, yeah. Or if I fall asleep. And cheers for popping, it's really appreciated. I mean, detail in any sort of, even model railways or in routes like this, it all counts, it all adds up. It all adds up to make a scene. What the hell? You may get a Windows desktop up here. Don't know why. There you go. I don't know why that came up. Don't ask me. I don't know. I have no idea why it did that. Whack her up a bit now. Miles away from Birmingham New Street. I think you could actually drive most of this route here up to this point in Birmingham Cross City. I've got to stay down below 60, so that'll be fine. Bradley Cole, would you be interested every now and then, because remember I did some of this with the Call of Duty days, is possibly to pop on in a live stream for Battlefield 6? Would you say people might like it? It won't be all the time, it'll just be every now and then. I don't get many kills in Battlefield. Brilliant. That'll happen at some point. It'll be with my mate, Tryhard Kev. Mr. Analyzer, I call him. The Analyzer. Yeah, 5.7 miles. Come on, let's go. I thought it was 2.1 miles. Oh, hello. Start the cool cables. You don't get many kills either. I get killed a lot. I did one game a couple of days ago. I think it was Monday. I think it was Tuesday afternoon. First game, I got about 13 or 14 kills. I was just like, oh yeah, loving it. I mean, you get people that constantly hog the airplanes or the helicopters. I do have a couple of custom maps that you can actually go and train on without being bothered by other people. We are approaching Soho Depot, I believe. You don't get any kills, don't have the game. Lol. You hog tanks. I do occasionally as well. And helicopters if I can get in them. But I'm usually a gunner. Then you gotta watch because the damn idiot decides to jump out over a target and you think, comes up, press circle to die. And I'm like, what? Oh no! And then by the time you realise you've got to bail out because you're gonna hit the dirt hard. I think it's a lot better personally than Call of Duty. Where's that one come from? Oh yeah. I don't know who's chatting, sorry, on Discord. I don't have Discord on, so yeah. This is Soho off to the right. Sometimes you go past it, you don't even notice you've gone past it. So I've not seen a 170 yet. I thought it was a bear just dumped on some dirt there. Yeah, I love to go have a go in the tank every now and then. But then I get out to self-repair it and then someone jumps in and nicks it. Dumbasses. So we're now on the approach to Birmingham. I'll say they've done a really nice job on Birmingham New Street. Although I didn't do a really nice job. Speedy rail. Hey, I'm here in one piece. Only 3 minutes late. Not even that, 2.5. You serious? Really? $14,951 puts us level 39. Cool, blimey, governor. Oh, quick drink. So it's actually going to return to the timetable. I'm just going to have a quick B&B and I'll be back. I'll be back. Right, let's see. Well, it's putting a bit of heat out, but that's fine. It can deal with it. This route is very picky for this. Yeah. Right, just something. So it's just one timetable on there. Okay. Right. Okay. How are we doing, by the way? Dovetail live. Really do need to complete some scenarios. Okay, don't think I'll be doing much on that one. Okay, right to the dreams. Choose route. So we're going to do a 66 run on London, Euston, Keynes. See, I've already got 3 timetables. So you've got the original London, Euston, Milton Keynes 2024 timetable, got the intermodal timetable, and got cargo line nuclear timetable. Going to have another timetable, all aboard Class 805 2025 timetable. So you're going to have 4 timetables for the West Coast Mainline. How many services is that? There's currently 2,688 services on that thingy. Execute order 2,688. Yeah, 66. GBRF 66794. East Midlands London Gateway. Perform part of this freight service from Bletchley to Wembley. Well, we're going to meet either one, either way. Whatever one, we'll do 4L24. We're going to meet 4M41. So, might even do Northampton Castle Yard, which that's HOAs. We might even see 2 trains, freight trains. Let's see that one. We're not going to have dynamic weather. Don't want dynamic weather. Just don't trust it. Let's make it a little bit cloudy though. Cloudy day. Let's get going. Oh, excuse me. I think 4L24 could actually be a EWS service, but we've got a GPRF loco. This could probably end up being the last one. Ugh. Well, let me see if I can unravel my controller, because my controller's been a bit of a pain in the arse at the moment with the cable. Yeah, it's wrapping itself around. Just put it there on the mic. There we go. Right, let's go. Where the hell are we? I don't know if this is my one or not. Yeah, it is. This is my one. I've got the Hornby model of this. Not this one. The other one, 793. FCA wagons as well. Cargo line intermodal. Oh, other than that, I'm really getting people moaning at me for this, but has to be done. Actually, we need a door open. Leave that one shut. Don't know if we. I'm not going to do DSD, just don't trust it. Stick that in. Something I was going to say, and I can't really say it because it's not been released yet, so I can't say it. But I know someone on here, like Bradley, would tell me. I saw your West Coast 66 on intermodal in real life. Yay! Slightly a little bit more detailed than my version, but because of the layers, I couldn't do any more. Right, let's go. There you go. It's good that you actually get to see him in real life. I don't think it's been down here. I was glad that we had 66734 down here. The second one. It's not fully released. Now they are. Come on, dig in. Go on, you do it. Yeah, I'm just wondering. brakes are cut in. How heavy is she? 1746. Yeah. No, it's just something that I'm doing. There we go. Can't say I'm surprised about DB being as booked and selling 25 of their 66s. Southwestern Mainline. Oh, hello. What's going on with YouTube? Right, it is running. Hendo coming in. I told you there was. Desiro I meant coming in. Unique sleep. No, that's cool. No, cheers for popping in, Matt. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, no worries. Have a good night. Have a good evening stream. Sleep even. Dream. Ah, God, have a good night's sleep. I'll get it right in a minute. I really will. Yeah, I mean, I'll be finishing when this is done. So yeah. So no, I just, I just thought this afternoon, not this afternoon, this morning, early this morning, I was awake. I think, why don't I do 2 streams? Because we got the, I wasn't going to do the construction sim stream, basically because of I'd have to do it in the afternoon. But then I thought, you know what, why not? And then let's do a Train Sim World stream after Dovetail stream. Talk about the 805, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it. So, and people are liking it or not. So, yeah. It's definitely. I think at the moment with things, it'll be love it or hate it. I mean, people will turn around and say, so why have we got to pay for a DLC for a loco or a train, basically, yet we get a route remaster free of charge that's taken nearly 2 years? You know what I mean? I mean, I'd personally turn around and say, well, if you feel that you need to pay for the route remaster, then go ahead and donate some money to ask Liam for his VTG Liam for his PayPal account and pay him. That's what I turn around and say. Stream. These orange containers, I know they're Hapag-Lloyd, but I always think when I see them, they're Freightliner containers in the orange Genesee Wyoming livery. And I only say that because I do actually have, because originally I don't think they ever existed in real life in Genesee Wyoming livery, but I gotta say, I do have a 40 foot and a 20 foot, or is it two 20 foot containers? I may have two 20 foot and two 40 foot Freightliner Genesee Orange containers for Hornby. What's the fruit? Oh dear, I'm tired. So Monday I filled out all my bits and notified UC that I wasn't working, and added a couple of extra bits. This afternoon I get a message saying that I have a UC appointment on the February the 4th, and I'm like, I swear I'm out, I'm not available that date. Yeah, I go and check and I'm not here on that date, so I have to get in contact with them tomorrow and let them know they'll have to rearrange it. Loco DLC and remaster. Yeah, it is definitely. I'd love them to do the KTA pocket wagons, which we have, which are done by Tip Hook, or they're owned by Tip Hook. They were built by a Finnish company. The hell? Why is that giving me a... green, but it. I swear that's getting confused with the signal that is across it. This comes up with another one. Let's have a look. Nope. Okay, maybe not then. I thought it was getting confused with the signal across it, the AWS. See, look, it's doing me again. What? Why is it doing that? Speed. Okay, speed reduction. Speed reduction. So yeah, it will do that. It would beat for that. No, it's warning me of a 60-mile-an-hour limit. I think it does. There's also one. I think Southeastern Highspeed, and there's also one on Great Western Express. Current version. So after this I'll just sit down for about an hour, watch a bit of telly. I'm still watching Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, we are in a shed. My interpretation of 66793 or 94. Bridge. I can't help myself now. Gotta be in the shed. Apparently the Adam Thompson Class 90s are all going to be branded. So you're going to have Freightliner, DB, EWS, and whatever other liveries they've got. I think one was a GNER one. That used to take the stuff out of Wembley, didn't it? I think. I remember seeing a GNER 90 at Euston before. 25 miles to go. The weird thing is, I've got to do it this week or probably next week. I have a video that I have to edit and put together. But I'm also doing a couple of new things as well. Trying it on one or two of the videos. I definitely cannot help myself now. I suspect we're catching up with a Desiro. My video card in the PC, the word gigabyte changes colour every now and then, and when it goes to yellow and red it catches my eye. It's off to my left. I love it that you've got FCA and FKA wagons together. It's pretty cool. I was going on about those KTA pocket wagons earlier on. I actually have one. A 00 gauge version. Yeah, it was. I think it's a Dovetail one. You hear the subtle differences in distances between the bogies for the wagons as well, the two types of wagons. I've also got a set of these. No. A set of these, but they're in blue. They're in sky, that sort of colour container. So the wagons are that sort of powder blue sort of colour. I've got a set of those and the KTA wagon. And and I've got 2 generic FGA. I think they're Hornby based them on the FGA. Or I think it's the wagon that Just Trains did, the Freightliner wagon type that Just Trains did for Preston to Carlisle. Can't remember which one it is. FGA, FHA? I don't know, I can't remember. I think they based it off that. I got 2 of those. Probably have a double-headed 33 running around. Coming up. I do have a few containers, 40 foot and 20 foot. I have P&O Ferry Masters, Maersk. I have the Pride livery Maersk, so I have 2 40 foot ones of those. The Freightliner orange ones. I'll see if I can remember. I'll take the. I think I've got 1 pink and 1 white ONE containers, or 2 pink and some white ones. I'll see if I can get them out over the next couple of days. Get some photos of them, because I do quite like my intermodal trains, and I like my little containers as well. Because the decent thing is with containers, you'll just be able to drop them anywhere, really, to be honest. Or no, let's try and rephrase that. You can have your intermodal trains, and you can have what containers you want on them. You can change them every time. It'll just look like a different train every time, although you're using the same wagons. Do you see what I mean? Well, you don't have to use any wagons in them. Neutral section ahead. We are 19 miles from Wembley South departure siding. Well, that is definitely a red. We've got over a mile to stop, so we should be able to stop. If that stays at a single yellow, then we will have to slow down. I've got the GI, that's not good. While we're waiting, because he's going to be going up there. Yellow. That'd be yellow. Oh, that's a red there. That's a yellow. There's the freight. That's the train in front. So yeah, we do have a train in front. Gammy. Now on green. So we've got a 350 in front of us. There's our 66 coming. DB is booked. Now stuck behind a bloody invisible wall. So I've got a fair bit of rolling stock that that I need to check. I've got 2 weathered OBA wagons. What's the other one? Oh dear me. The Class 60 that I've not even checked to see if that works. Well, it does work because the guy drove it up and down the test track, so yeah, it does work. So I've got to have that, give that a quick run. Then I shall put it for a 30-minute run on the rolling road, and then I've also got the Procore curtain-sided 4-wheeled wagon and the Network Rail Wascosa and GBRF M&A or J&A wagons, can't remember what they are. I've got them to have a little bit of a run with. But I'm kind of trying to change the wagon, the layout. I want it as a roundy, but it has to be a roundy that is easily takedownable. Excuse me. $16 miles. Damn you, mouse. Show me some love. Chucking those hearts in. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, so this will be the last one. We've got 14 miles to Wembley. We've got some yellows coming up after this. So I will still be streaming tomorrow night as well. So tomorrow night will be a Route Lucky Dip. Because originally Monday afternoon was going to be the Route Lucky Dip, but then I changed everything because the bit I have about the thing in my book, originally it was going to be Saturday stream, but I didn't stream Saturday because I wasn't feeling up to it, so that I changed to Monday. Then I changed it because I went on the PC for an afternoon on Southeastern Highspeed. Yeah, I suspect we may get the remaster next month, sorry. Not next week, next month. I think Alex did say that it'd be out within the first couple of months of the new year. And I think they were just like trying to pin stuff down. I know the date, I can't say anything. But I suspect we may get it next month. Yeah, looking forward to it, to be honest. So we are approaching Watford. Yeah, no. It'll be soon. I'm not doing anything on that day anyway. As far as I'm aware, I have nothing planned. Actually, I've got to check the dates and make sure, because I'm not happy about. I'm not in Poole. I'm out of town on the day that Universal Credit want me to do an interview. I can't. I'm under NDA, and people will want to know how I know and all that sort of shit. And then, you know, oh, such and such has said this, such and such has said that. The accuracy of the rail singing. Would that be something else that would be coming along to certain new routes now as well? I look forward to that. The voyages at Reading as well, which I had a feeling they would happen. That you won't get them going anywhere towards London. They'll just come into Reading from Birmingham direction, or Didcot direction, then out from the back down to Basingstoke and vice versa. So there will be AI only. Pendo going on the fast. Whether we get the HST farewell pack before or as the GW remaster is released, I don't know. But yeah, I think next month's looking a little bit rosy. And I think there's a few people mentioning on the there is a few people mentioning on the forums, oh, where's Dovetail, blah blah blah, they've been kind of quiet, blah blah blah. They're busy scheming. Is it nicer the 397s or the 387s? Would make the final build. I still reckon the 387s might make the final build. But probably as officially released DLC for it, because of they've got the official GWR license now, so they can they can officially create DLC for it, so yeah. But you still get to see the trains that will be going up on the Elizabeth line. You should still see some trains running up to on the Heathrow Express, which is the 350s, I think it is, isn't it? There's certain bits of the routes that we haven't seen. I'd love to see what Heathrow Junction is like, whether he's rebuilt that, because it is now different as to what its state was in 2016. Whether it's because there's been a fair amount on it changed. There's also lines that go under, will come up where near Acton Yard as well, that like things go under them and that. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they've been implemented. Oh, excuse me. I know Matt said that to get it up to date about 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, he said to get it up to the standard where it was now at that point in time, it would need a complete rebuild. So to be honest, I think Liam has done really, really well with what he's managed to achieve, and I don't even know half of it. You know, Liam did say if they got the chance to make a proper GWR 387, he'd rather wait. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, to make for the official one. I think they will do it at some point. That is no way me saying, oh yeah, they are doing it. No, I think they will do it, but it's not a guarantee. What they do and what they, you know, we had that was it SD40 or GP40 in MBTA livery that everyone was going, oh my god, not MBTA. So I think it was MBTA, but it was something they tried and it wasn't released in the end. And that's just the thing. Sometimes people see things, it gets posted, and sometimes stuff gets made and it doesn't get released, like the Class 50 that was made. Liam has done a fantastic job, yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. Level 710 coming up, give him a 2. Well, obviously, I think we'll get a 387 at some point, but that's no guarantee saying we will. And I don't know about 800s, because it's slightly different to an 801. And you know damn well if they reskinned an 801 into 387 livery, people would bloody complain. It's not an 800. You know what they're like. Hi, Snowcoat. Snowcoat Elevators, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening. Class 50 would have been ace. Got abandoned, imagine that one with the error. Oh, hell yeah, definitely. It's only 3:39 in the afternoon for you. It's 20 to midnight in the UK here. So yeah, it's you need a Amtrak HST? Nah. No, that's so true. You can't please folk. Again, it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the stream. Some people will be happy, some people won't be. You know, and 95% of the time they're not happy because it's not what they want. Yeah, I take it you're probably from the east side of the US. I'm not going to guess New York or Philadelphia or Florida. Somewhere around that way. Yeah, we'll be putting this into Wembley and then I'll be finishing my shift. Oh, Pacific Northwest. Oh, blimey. Washingtonian. Ah, right, okay. We would like North Wales Coastal, and now we have the 805 possibility in action for TFW 158. Yeah, you never know. You never know. But you know, they've done Wales. I think it's at the risk of going as booked from Bradley. I'd love to see. You know, I'm going to keep on and on about it. Eastleigh to Poole, basically. Need a South Western Railway, South West Trains route. Don't matter whether it's South West Trains or South Western Railway. Number 710 there. I think in about a mile we get to see, should be next actually, Harrow and Wiltstone. That's Washington State, isn't it? In Pacific Northwest. On the west coast. Not near Aberdeen, and Crewe, Aberdeen is where Nirvana was from the 70s. Yes, we have a city called Aberdeen. Thanks, Scotland. Yeah. Oh, so 377 at Harrow, as well as the London Underground. Spot on. Oh wow, cheers. Yeah, it's quite nice over that part. You like how TSW progressing something on the Southwestern Mainline is needed, to be fair, plus the section you mentioned is a different experience. Well, I mean, for me, to be honest, you got Eastleigh, which you've got a yard, couple of yards. You've got a huge big freight yard. You've got a stabling point and a depot, and an airport right next to it. You get freight services at Eastleigh that stop and start from the yard, and they also change drivers, swap drivers at Eastleigh, either going up to or going down, up London Way or going down to Southampton. Most of the time it's probably anything from a 30-minute to an hour journey into Southampton docks or Southampton Maritime Container Terminal for your intermodal trains. So you've got at least a 30-minute journey, 40-50-minute journey down to Southampton Maritime, even though it's only a few miles, because of the slow speeds and the thingy, the congestion sometimes. So then you got services that come to Bournemouth and terminate, like the Voyagers. The Desiros will terminate. You've got the 387s that run from Brighton to Southampton. They will terminate. Voyages terminate at Brighton as well. Southampton, sorry. You've got the 166s that run from Portsmouth to Cardiff. Yeah, so you got all that stuff going for, and the 158s as well, GWR 158s, and the Southwestern Railways 158s and 159s running through Southampton, and up through to Eastleigh as well, going off around Romsey, doing the old Romsey rocket, Romsey rail tour. You also have the 450s and 444s going from Bournemouth, going down into a northern depot off Southampton or Bournemouth depot if they go all the way down to Poole. You then also got services that terminate at Poole as well, terminate and start from Poole, and then you've got the services that will run AI from Weymouth to Poole. So there's a lot of scope for services on that route, and it's a 40 to 50 mile route, probably at 55 miles. So basically your fast services through to Eastleigh, through to London Waterloo, you'll basically, most of the time I think you'll run them to Southampton, from Poole to Southampton, or Southampton to Poole. Although they do stop at Southampton Parkway, most of the driver changes appear at Southampton Central. Freight services, they'll stop and change drivers at Eastleigh, either running from Southampton up to North or North down to Southampton. So yeah. Newcastle was near Renton, and Kent is south of Seattle. Yeah, you're gonna call it a night here. That's cool, Carl. Gonna be in bed ready for the last day shift tomorrow. See everyone in the next stream. Yeah, cheers, Carl. Thanks for popping in, mate. Really appreciate it. So we are slowing down here because we do have a red, although we will get, it should go yellow. You should definitely give them some, I put with that route, plus a Joe timetable. Oh, definitely. But there again, we do have the possibility of freight returning to the Hamworthy branch as well, so it more than likely be sand or aggregates, mostly stone possibly. So they could run sand trains down to it, or stone trains down to Hamworthy. 405 is usually jammed. Oh, awesome. Sounds a bit like the M25. Right. So we're approaching a red. We should really be a little bit slower. It should go to green, to yellow. Approaching Wembley. On the M25, move at snail's pace, just like on the I-405 to Seattle. Bellevue. Bellevue's in Birmingham on a weekday. Bellevue I know of because basically Bellevue has a speedway team. Do you see why I know there's a red, sorry. That will go yellow, so don't worry about it as we approach it. Actually, it'll probably get a call on. No more train services coming into Poole tonight. There we go. South departure signing 4. Yeah, good old yin yin yin. They're based on the SD40. So the actual body of the 66 is based on the Class 59, which the design of the Class 59 loco was based on the Class 52. Similar design to the Class 52. But the 66 engines are based off the SD40. So the Class 66s were built in Canada. The Class 59s were built in LaGrange, Illinois, London, Ontario, and is it LaGrange's? I think it is LaGrange's, Illinois. Yeoman 44. That's the isn't that the switcher that is at Westwood? There's the old signal box. You ain't new to this info. Yeah, I know. So we stop there. Keeping on the speed. What is Hanson 120? Me ahead is 44 SW101 switches. Yeah, I've seen one of them, and they are big. Yeah, they're almost the switches themselves are literally the same size as the 59s or the 66s. Unlike a Gevo, no, they are big. Yeah, I've seen footage of the 66s from in Canada being towed by the American locos, and they just like they just like so bigger than the 66s. I think there's even footage I've seen of the 70 that got dropped at Newport, I think it was, when it came off the boat. The cables snapped and it fell back into the hold of the ship. They had to unfortunately get it out because the ship had to carry on to wherever it was else, Amsterdam I think it was, and it was bent like a banana. But they managed to straighten it out. How they did that when it went back to America, they managed to straighten it out, and it's running on GE's test track, and they use it over there. Erie GE test track, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's crazy. And your freight shaker, locomotive, we have that freight shaker. Yeah, definitely. I know it's running, yeah. Yeah, Freightliner in America do tractor trailers, don't they? Well, tractors, trucks, lorries. No, don't. Come on. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Oh, I've got to go. No, South departure side, no. That's it. Cool. 5,532, just taking over an hour, which is fine, I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool, 45-minute job, but hey, I don't mind doing it. An hour. Puts me up to level 39. Well, you want to see a 66 get a K5 LLA horn just for the heck of it. No, yeah, I know what you're saying, but yeah, they won't allow them here. I'm surprised they actually managed to, the ones that we've got from Europe for GBRF, I'm actually surprised they've still used the European horns on them. They sound like clown cars. Clown horn? Car horns from clown cars. That's what they sound like. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. We're just coming up to 5 minutes from midnight, and yeah, I'll be live in about another 19 hours and 35 minutes for Thursday night's Strange in World. So it's Route Lucky Dip. So God, anything's thingy. Your homes are quiet. Mine is now. But I'll be blasting the sound out on the TV in a minute, watching something. I'll turn it down because I've got neighbours on. Neighbours either side of me and one above me. I'm in a block of flats, and I've got a shop down below me. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much. Really, really appreciate it. I am now going to do the end of the poll. Sorry, end the poll, and boom. And that. Copied there. And yeah, guys, thank you all very much. I hope to see you later on tonight. Tomorrow's your birthday. Have a happy birthday. Have a good day. Take it easy, guys, and thank you very much. So yeah, I will speak to you guys later. Have fun. See you later. Bye bye. I am trying to find stop streaming. There it is. See you later.